This is my intro song because all the songs in the world are copyrighted. And this is my page. It's called Out of Range. And here's my ugly face. And I gotta go. That's my song.
10-minute morning video.
Morning, guys. Let me clear my throat. Oh, it is day 8. Day 8. Yesterday was a shit show. Yesterday was not an out of range day. Yesterday was just a party day, and I filmed it. So, feeling a little under the weather today, but not too bad. We're gonna get out there. I procrastinated a little bit this morning. I made a nice pot of percolated coffee to get the day started, so that I feel a little bit better before I go out there. Looks like it's a little chilly, but no wind. Now, things are fucking changing for us, guys. Things are fucking changing. We are no longer solely walking around on foot anymore, which opens up a few avenues for us. First and foremost is the firewood situation, which was so hard to keep up with, cutting down a tree every single day in order to not freeze. Why is the camera shaking like that? In order to not freeze every night. What we can do now with the sleigh is cut down, spend a few hours and cut down enough wood to last a while, and not have to keep doing this over and over again. Also, the selection of trees will be better. There's not much around here for proper wood fuel for the stove. So we'll be able to explore more options on better wood. It'll also give us a better chance at finding some of the other species of trees that we're looking for. Do you remember what we're looking for? We're looking for cedar. And we're looking for poplar. And maple never hurts. I have a little bit of maple. And also any tag alders, stuff like that for doing projects. So as we float around on this new fucking snowmobile, new to me snowmobile, we have a better chance of finding those things. So I'm gonna chill out for a good, I don't know, I'm gonna have probably 2 cups of coffee just sitting here, and then I'm gonna get dressed, and we're probably gonna spend the day just doing the shoreline of the lake, looking for dry firewood, dry standing firewood, like not so dry, that'll burn nice, poplar, tag alders, cedar, maple, rabbit tracks, and we'll try to keep it local to the lake for now. Hopefully we find all those things on this lake. The lake's not that big. So what we'll do is we'll just float around the shoreline all the way around and see what we have and go from there. Definitely going to cut some firewood today because I wouldn't even have enough to make it through tonight. Although I have a little pile outside we didn't use yesterday that I was going to use with the boys. But we still need firewood. So that's that. I'm going to enjoy this coffee and let's get the day started. I let my dish bowl fly a little too close to the sun there. So I think what I'll do to repair it is smooth this out here. I'll grab a piece of red tuck tape on the outside, I think, and I might have enough. I had a tube of silicone here that I left here from when I built the cabin in the fall. It's empty. It's completely empty. But, wow, it's snowing out. There should be some left over in here that's not dried yet. And there might just be enough, once this is taped, to make a little silicone bubble. And maybe that'll fix it. We'll see. I'll try it. Alright, this is what I got. A little bit of tuck tape on the back. And a real thin layer of silicone. And hopefully that fucking dries and works. And let that sit for a day and it should hold, but it'll hold. Good morning, Buckface. Hi. You having a peanut? Hold on, I got another one for you. You know, I think me and Fuckface are going to be real good friends. I leave him out delicious peanutty fucking snacks. And it's a fair trade. He leaves me a couple of fucking chocolatey fucking snacks for me. Thanks, bud. It's a good fucking, it's a good partnership we got here. Holy fuck, did Boucher leave me some wood? Nice. Thanks, Boucher. Oh, that's a pretty fucking tree. Hey, look at the frost on that fucking thing. Oh, wow, did we ever mess up the lake? Oh, well. Come on up. Come on. There you go. Hi. All right, we're doing 40 to 1 mixed gas in this bad boy. And it's a 250, so it should last a long time. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Guys, I couldn't fucking figure out last night and this morning why these two knuckles were orange like that. And I washed my hands a couple times, and then I realized they're not stained. They're actually burned. Yeah, boy. We're just gonna clean up this mess here before we go on a firewood hunt. I just seen one of those tiny little mice come out of the beer can pile. They're not mice, they're just little voles. And what sucks about the voles is they won't set off the mouse traps. So if they get into our shit, it's not going to be fun. Anyways, hopefully they don't get into our shit. Well, going to cut some firewood. I'll load it up, ready to go. This fucking sled is the shit. I'm so happy right now. All right. So I came around the bay there, that point that we I went all the way to the end, and I found this little island here. And it's got a couple of real dry dead standing trees, so nice fat ones. So this is the jackpot right here. Easy to walk in and out too. So right on, let's do this. You know, upon further inspection, now that I'm up here, I'm noticing that this island actually burned. This is all burnt. Well, it makes for great dry firewood. It'll be good for outdoor fires, but we'll have to find some greener stuff for the cabin. But these are nice, man. We're gonna make some nice outdoor fires with that bad boy right there. Okay, let's go. before I cut it up, I noticed how real pretty this was, so I got rid of the wedge here. And I'm gonna try and get a nice little 1-inch fucking charcuterie board. Look how pretty that is. We're gonna make charcuteries. Okay, boys and girls? Oh yeah. All right. I grabbed the sled to move it closer, and I noticed like a clearing here, so looks like there's an old trail with a boat. It won't go far though because the cuts are right back there. Oh, please be rabbit tracks. No, that's squirrels. It would have been nice if it wasn't clear cut. We would have a trail to trap rabbits, but I guarantee you this doesn't go very fucking far. There's 3 lakes in the area, and the middle one has a trapper's cabin, a trap line. So he's got a trail going like to the highway and to all 3 lakes, like from his camp, right? So I'm imagining this used to go there, but I bet you if we go another 100 yards, just then you could see the clearing. They just clear cut fucking everything out there. It's all gone. A lot of squirrel tracks in here, but no bunnies. All right. Looks like he had a nice little camping spot here. I don't know why he put the boat way over there. There's some fucking garbage here. Oh, it looks like a sleigh. Look at this. A temporary ice hut. That's one of those pop-up ones. Found an ice hut, guys. Imagine that. So I guess they came here in the winter and did some fishing. This whole tub is finished. But yeah, like I was saying, his trail has been fucking demolished by the forestry. Oh man, I wish I saw some fucking rabbit tracks. Just one set, you know? Just to fucking be able to put a snare. Yeah, look at this mess. Look at this fucking mess. I don't know if the guy still actively traps in here. Also, I don't know if that's a fucking big old eagle's nest in the bottom of that birch tree right there. Looks kind of cool. Yeah, his trail is gone. I don't think he uses it anymore now that they fucking destroyed it. Okay, lots of squirrels. No fucking bunnies. Okay, let's get back to work there, guys. No fucking around. I think this used to be an inflatable raft. Oh, it's just a piece of vent tubing. Whole piece of vent tubing, or an old raft. Doesn't matter, it's garbage now. And I'm not positive, but pretty sure we found a little baby rabbit track here. I might just be getting excited. It's a little bit hard to tell. Found a nice little fire barrel, which would be nice for making fires on the lake, but I don't want to steal all this guy's shit. And oh, it is gonna move. I was gonna say it's not gonna move. Wonder if I borrowed it and brought it back. I don't think anybody's been here in a very long time, so he wouldn't really miss it, would he? You know what? I'll just leave it there for now. I don't really plan on making any lake fires just yet. If we do, we'll come and get it. Okay, let's go load some fucking firewood. I gotta... face and the ears are frozen, but I'm sweating a little bit from working. yeah, let's go. All right. I may have brought the first load back. I just wanted to make sure this was splittable. This looked like one of the easier ones to split. There's some pretty twisty ones, but it's dry and it's almost fat wood. Like this is full of turpentine. It smells so good. This is gonna burn real nice. So I'm a little fucking tired from all that work, and I forgot to mention this morning. Hold on, let me fucking put you on the tripod here, and we'll talk like fucking gentlemen. Okay, guys. I know the plan was to cut shit tons of firewood and be done cutting firewood, but it's a lot of work, and I don't want to fucking just be dead from cutting firewood. So we have enough firewood for a couple of nights. I think if we just continue doing a little bit here and there, that's probably our best bet. And okay, so to get back to dinner, what I have here is some ground deer or venison for all you fancy pantses. And I think I'm going to make a soup. I'm going to make a Hamburg soup because what we're going to do this year for Cuckoo's birthday, if you remember, I said that so many times. 2 years ago, on her birthday, we were out on a lake, and I wrote a big message on the lake, and then climbed up a mountain and took a picture of it. It said "Happy Birthday, Kai" or whatever. But this year, like I said, I've been saying we have all these stones. We were going to make an oven. We're not there yet, but what we can do is improvise and I seen this online once. A guy found a big old can, and he made an oven out of the can. He just threw it in the coals. So I think we're going to attempt to do that. I brought a gigantic can of tomatoes, so we can put tomatoes in our deer soup. We'll put onion, garlic, tomatoes, some macaroni, some rice, some fucking deerberg, and we'll probably eat soup for about 2 or 3 days and be done with that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so for Kaya's birthday, we're gonna attempt to make a cake for me, but we're gonna attempt to make a tomato can cake. We're gonna make a cake in a tomato can. We're gonna try, and that's what's up. So we're having fucking soup, and we're gonna open that big old can of tomatoes so we can make an oven out of it. Kind of choking. Let's go. Before we get to that, I wanted to show you. So I was explaining, I don't know if I was explaining it to the camera or to the boys yesterday about fat wood and how injured trees will kind of release all of their terpenes or whatever the fuck they're called to the bottom of the tree. It's literally turpentine, and if you collect it, you can. It's called fat wood, and it's actually soaked. This is the wedge I took out of that tree. I just want to show you how soaked it is. Now this is frozen, but if I keep my thumb on it and warm it up, it's actually sticking to it. So this firewood is probably not going to be very good for inside the hut, except for when you wake up in the middle of the night and you need to get flame, the fire's out, it's cold, and you want to get a fire going real quick. A couple of pieces of this will light real fast. This is literally soaked with turpentine, so it's going to burn real nice. It's going to be perfect for outdoor fires. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Okay guys, we're inside. I started the Jenny so that I can download yesterday's shit show episode. That's got to be downloaded onto my laptop. So before I get started cooking, I just wanted to again extend a big thank you to all my friends and family and acquaintances who have lent me or bought me or gifted me or fucking helped me along the way here. And here's another one. This here is a Christmas gift from my parents. I complained about how expensive and hard to find outdoor cook sets were. Like a pot with a fucking handle on it is extremely hard to find. They used to be pretty easy to find when we had like Value Village and thrift stores like that. But I think they've become so expensive in the outdoor outdoor stores and departments that people have been scooping them up, and they're very hard to find. So anyways, they gifted me this for Christmas. It's an outdoor hanging pot set. There's 3 pots, 3 different sizes. They all fit inside of each other. We're going to use the biggest one today for this soup because, for lack of a fucking, I don't have a bigger pot. I have little pots, and I have the Dutch oven. So yeah, we're going to use this. This is going to be great. We're going to use these a lot once we get that outdoor kitchen fucking up and running. But for today, it's going to be soup. And again, thanks to my parents. A lot of people. Yesterday I got fucking the snowmobile gifted from the Warriors MC and Trevor, so thank you for that. I was fucking filming drone footage, thanks T-Bone. Phil, I had percolator coffee this morning from Phil and Janet. So yeah, a lot of help along the way, and I'm very appreciative. It makes it funner, and it's not cheap to do this. You think it's cheap, but all this gear and stuff is it's not cheap. So anyways, let's make some fucking soup. Okay guys, deer venison soup, not too hard to fucking make. You make it whatever way you want. You basically start off with your meat, and oh, those pots are nice. Have you seen these? Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna start off with some deer, and all we're gonna do is brown it. We're gonna brown it. I didn't cut that far enough. And then we're gonna brown it with I've cut up some onion, garlic. Get that all in there. Once that's browned up and cooked, all we're going to do is add, you know what I just realized I don't have here? Oh, never mind. I thought I didn't have a soup ladle, but I do. Yeah, once this is browned and the onions are getting a little caramelized, we're going to add water. We're going to add a little bit of beef broth for flavor. We're going to add, what did I say, water, broth. Then we're going to add carrots and tomatoes, which we're going to open that can in about 3 seconds. Tomatoes. And then we're going to boil that for a little bit. And then after that, we're just going to dump a handful of probably macaronis, because the farfallies are going to get way too big and they're hard to fucking pick up with a spoon when they're that big. So we'll probably put some macaronis and a handful of rice, put the cover on, leave it on the wood stove for the next fucking 2 or 3 days, and that's what we're eating. Okay? So yeah. Now to get back to that the cuckoo's birthday. So the idea, oh, it's going to give me some space on my counter too. The idea is to take this big ass can, which again was gracefully donated by my mama when I said I can't find a great big fucking can of anything. I didn't care what it was, I just wanted the can so I could try to replicate this can oven that I seen online. But yeah, Mom, thanks for the can. I'm going to find my can opener. What we're going to do is we're going to open the can, but we're going to leave about a 1/2 inch of it so that this hinges like a door. Okay? We're going to get rid of this label. And then almost every can has a rubber lining inside. Most people don't know that. They put a can of soup right on the fucking fire when they go ice fishing and shit. You're poisoning yourself. There's a rubber liner in there. So after this is done, we're going to throw this in the wood stove and just let it fucking burn. It'll get rid of all that rubber shit inside. And then that'll be it. We'll have a doored kind of an oven. And then tomorrow we're going to attempt to make a fucking birthday cake in it. Okay? So I'm going to open this can. I'm going to put tomatoes in here. And then I'm going to make a couple of, I don't know how many are in there, but I'm going to make a couple of bags so that, because this ain't going to be our only fucking soup or goulash or whatever. So I'll bag them up separately and we'll throw them in the outside cooler so they freeze. And we'll have tomatoes on hand. Okay, I'm done talking. Chez Chef Danny, it smells good in here already. You know what else smells? I could smell the alcohol.
You know, like, you know when you haven't been drinking and somebody's fucking hammered off their ass and talks to you and you're like, ooh, that's what it smells like right here from the fucking wine we're making. It's working. Like I was saying, you see that white shit on the lid here? It's like a rubbery shit. You got to get rid of that. That's why we're going to burn the can after we dump these tomatoes or bag these tomatoes. So I left a nice big hinge for a door here. I'm not going to bend it too many times because you only get so many bends before it breaks, and then you got to figure out how to. I've seen where you take a piece of wire and make a hinge. But I only plan on using this oven maybe once or twice because I got bigger plans for oven cooking. Okay? Our venison's doing real well. It's almost ready for water and carrots. We're almost there. Okay, I'm gonna bag up these tomatoes. Oh, I guess I should have cut these, eh? How do you cut these? Ah, fuck it. Okay, we're eating tomatoes. I don't know how many to put in here. Two more. One. Three more. We got fucking tomatoes for days. Four more. Five more. So many tomatoes. That's a big can. Okay, we're gonna boil the shit out of this. Oh yeah. It's coming along, guys. It's coming along. Okay, this has been boiling for a little bit. It already looks like soup. It's just missing the starches. So, I'm gonna pour in about a cup of rice, or a half a cup of rice. And I'm going to overdo the macaronis only because we don't have access to like crackers or anything like that. So we're gonna make a nice thick fucking stewy soup. You know what I'm saying? There we go. We put that in. Turn the heat off. We'll give it a little stir. And I'm going to transfer this to the wood stove. And either go chop some firewood or go pick up the rest of the firewood that we cut. We didn't bring it all because it didn't fit in the sleigh. Okay, bye. Let's see how we're making out here. I'm really liking these pots, man. This thing is so thin it doesn't, like, it gets hot, but not like burn your fingers hot. Smart fucking design. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Nice and thick like I wanted it. Oh, it's venison soup for 2, 3, 4 days. Look at the size of this pot, guys. I'm here all alone. Fuckface won't eat any. All he does is eat my peanuts. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more beef broth to that, but it's fucking right there. Maybe like a tablespoon or two. And it's gonna be perfect. Oh, it didn't even start burning down here. All right, we'll add some wood to that fire and leave it in there a little longer. No way this one splits. Oh, I even jumped on that one. Oh, come on, no. Missed. with these fucking things. So I went to the island and got the rest of the lumber, and I got good news and bad news. I found my very first actual rabbit track. There's a rabbit track right there. Came out of the bush here, hit the lake and went in. The bad news is I almost fucking stayed stuck right there. There's a big fucking overflow pile right there. The old Tunder, I had that gunner. The old Tunder, I had that gunner there. But if you look right there, right on that hill right there, that's a nice little fucking rabbit highway. We got a spot for a snare, guys. We have a spot for a snare. It's a little bit of an uphill battle, but looks like he's come out here twice. Maybe not. It's either he came out twice or two of them. But we know there's a rabbit in the area, and guess who's gonna get him?
Dad jokes.
Guess what has two thumbs and is gonna eat that rabbit? This guy. Let's go. Just gotta park far away. So I'm calling it overflow because online, all you southern people and the rest of the world, you guys call it overflow, but up here in the north, we always called it slush my whole life. This is called slush, but we'll go with overflow. Okay. Remember, I don't know if I put it in the film, but the other day I filmed, okay, from now on I'm never leaving home without wires, without some snare wire in my pockets, and my little folding saw and a lighter and a baggie, so that while I'm out in the forest adventuring, if I ever find something that I fucking might need, I'll have it, and I could have set a snare right now, but I'm unfucking prepared. I did it on purpose to teach you guys to be prepared. See? Out of range, teaching you lessons. Okay, guys. I went and got the rest of the firewood at the island. I went and got some greener stuff to slow our roll in the stove for the next few nights. And I'm just gonna split some of that up. It's probably 4 o'clock now. We're not fishing today because we have done zero bushcraft, and I had a nice fucking project in mind for today, but we're gonna do it tomorrow. What we'll do today, though, is eventually we're gonna need a tripod for our outdoor kitchen. So I know we've done this before, you've seen it before, but we're gonna do it again with a little bit of a change on how I do it. So I'm gonna, like I said, get rid of this firewood, get organized, get the sled put away, and then we're gonna build a tripod. Okay, okay. About right here. That's one. Okay, guys, I got 3 poles. 2 of them amazingly are the exact same size. So I'll just cut that 3rd one to match, and then clean them up a bit, and then we'll get to tying some knots. All right. Okay, we're back. So I've got my 3 poles for the tripod. They're roughly the same length, about my height. You want them high enough so that your fire doesn't burn, because we're going to be hanging the pot from it. Now, if you've always watched along with Outer Range, you know that
a good way to tie these tripods is with wraps and fraps. And what wraps and fraps means is you start with a Canadian jam knot, you get them tight, and then what you do is you weave between the three this way, which are wraps, and then you weave the actual paracord here, you frap those between that way, and then that makes a real strong tripod. That would be suitable for like a huge undertaking, like if you wanted to hang, I don't know, a deer, or if you're building a structure like a teepee or anything like that. But we're just making a cooking tripod, so we're gonna make it easier. It's a new trick I just learned, and like I said, we start with the Canadian jam knot still, but all you do is Canadian jam knot them together, and then you take your middle pole and you flip it end for end, and that's what binds it, and you're done. That's pretty much the whole deal. So we'll start with cutting a length, because we don't want to pull all that through. Oh. I'm going to leave some extra because we're going to need the extra cord for the pot hanger. Okay, so we'll go about I don't know, 5-6 feet. That should be lots. I really don't like this paracord. It's not the stuff I'm used to. Okay. So, like I said, we'll start with a jam knot. If you don't remember the Canadian jam knot, it's real easy. You start with a stopper knot. All it takes is a stopper knot. That's what's going to stop the Canadian jam knot. What I like to do is do a removable stopper knot, so that once we leave here, I can collect my ropes and reuse them. Otherwise, you'd never get that knot apart. So I just made a slip knot. Okay. The next part of the Canadian jam knot is a simple overhand. You just put a simple overhand in front of that knot. Okay, that's it. We'll get it a little closer. Just an overhand loop. And what you want to do is fish the other end of your rope through that. Okay, so we're just going to fish it all through. That's why we cut it ahead of time, so we didn't have to fish 800 miles. Okay, now I got you zoomed in, so hopefully you guys can see this, but then all you have to do is, we're going to leave ourselves a nice tail here. All you do is cinch and cinch and cinch, and that is stuck there now. What I like to do is always put an extra removable loop, just like our first one, so that I may reuse this rope. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to press pause and back up the camera so we can pick this up, and like I said, we're going to flip this over, and it's going to jam this, it's going to jam these three pieces together. Okay, what you do is you take your center pole, and you completely flip it on itself. Okay. There we go. Okay. And that's it. That looked harder than it actually was. It's just awkward. And now we have our extra pot hanger rope. Okay, so that'll be the first addition to our outdoor kitchen. So we'll bring it there right now, actually. There we go, guys. Nice big front opening for feeding, and that's the first addition to our outdoor kitchen. Okay, I'm glad I got some type of fucking bushcrafting in today. It's gonna be dark soon. Okay, so the bottom burned. Oh, fuck yeah, buds. So all we got to do now is wash out all this shit. So I'm going to let it cool off, and I'm actually going to scrub it out with a little bit of steel wool and stuff and get all that shit out of there. And we have ourselves a little fucking tin can oven. There you go. Okay guys, the sun just set, and I'm in for the night. Not bad for a hangover day. We got some stuff done. We got a lot of firewood. I'm gonna chill out for many hours now. And I was going through one of my bins and I remembered that I told myself I would learn how to play fucking harmonica when I was here. Nice. So I have about 24 hours, or I have tonight, to figure out how to play Happy Birthday for Kaya. So I'll play Happy Birthday for Kaya tomorrow, hopefully. I'm going to figure it out, and tomorrow I'm going to play Happy Birthday for Kaya. Alright, it's about 8 o'clock. I've been fucking just doing nothing. And I think it's time to peg out on some fucking soupage. So, I'll grab the light. Let's see what it looks like. The lid is a little warm. Oh, it looks good, guys. It looks real darn good. Let me show you. So that is what's up. I think it was a success. Let me bowl it up, and then I'm gonna say fucking whoa. Let me bowl it up, and then I'm gonna say goodnight to you fuckers. Okay, gang. That is gonna be a wrapperoni on day 8. Those macaronis have completely disintegrated. There's nothing left. Just big soggy fucking macaronis. Oh, I got that just right. It's hot though. The flavor is just right. We haven't had a fucking shitty meal yet. They've all been fucking bangers. Okay, so again, another fucking pretty much uneventful day. I didn't even fish today. The only bushcrafting we did was a tripod. But things are looking up. We found our first fucking rabbit track. It was our first day with the snowmobile. We got a nice pile of fucking dry firewood. So things are looking up. We're gonna be doing some cool shit any moment now. Unfortunately, tomorrow we're gonna have to spend most of the day for Kaya's birthday with the whole trying to make a cake in a coffee can thing. I was thinking about it. I think we're gonna do it outside so that we could like put the can in and like put coals over it so that it's, you know, I don't know about putting it in the stove. I don't know. I'll think about it overnight and in the morning. But we're gonna try and make a cake tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. And I'm thinking I might do the whole message on the lake thing again, just because we have the drone. That'd be pretty cool from the looking above from the drone. If I write the birthday message again. There's not much I can do from out here. She's far away, but if she sees that I put the effort to do a few things for her, maybe that'll make her happy. So that's that. We're gonna work on that tomorrow. We should probably get serious about fishing again. It's hard. There's only so many daylight hours, right? So I'm just trying to get comfortable so that I can do projects, and also at the same time we want to catch fish and rabbits. We just haven't found that rhythm yet where we wake up, we check our snares. The easy part 2 years ago was that we ended up on the lake, so I could have a hole. There was a hole. Okay, GoPro died. So yeah, like I was saying, the easy part last time was that we ended up on the ice, so we could have a fishing hole 10 feet from the door all day, every day. Whereas now I have to leave the place and go sit and stare at a rod because the fish area is so far from here, and you can't leave lines unattended. So I can't be fishing and doing projects at the same time. So, but we'll get into a rhythm where hopefully we're checking our rabbit snares, and then doing some bushcrafting, and then doing some chef low zone cooking, and then having, you know, a little bit of time for fishing. It's hard to just take a little bit of time for fishing when you only catch like 5 fish in the week. You have to spend a lot of time fishing if you're catching 5 fish a week, especially when 3 or 4 of them were really small perch, right? So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff on YouTube. If this is your first time watching, go back, check my playlists. There's a lot of cool shit that you guys can look up. So until the morning, stay fresh cheese bags. Deuces.